Stella Mejia, social media expert. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me here.
It's my pleasure. Now, Blanca, we've been talking a lot about making my website a hub for social media. We're starting to build the Facebook stuff. I actually gave you the secret word so you could help me on that. But what other things are happening right now in the world of social media?
One of the things that I noticed this week was I was trying to get into LinkedIn. Did you see that? It went down for a couple hours?
Not while I was on it, but LinkedIn is evolving and maybe not to the best way there. I don't know. Well, they upgraded it probably while you were trying to get on.
Usually when something gets stuck like that, I go on search.twitter.com and I see what people are talking about. Right. So I just typed in LinkedIn, and then sure enough, a lot of people were having problems logging in. So if you're stuck on one social network, then you have a problem. That's why it's important to be in a couple, not in 100.
I don't know how anybody could operate. Well, I guess who tweet, but nevertheless.
No. The way the people, once you get yourself situated with a couple of the networks, then you can outsource to help you to distribute. But really, you just stay in a couple. So in a case like that, I was stuck. I wanted to post something that I worked with a client.
Right.
And so then I went back to their website and created the content. So that's why it's always important to go back to your hub and to keep spreading your content.
Now, one of the interesting things in social media that I saw this week was LeBron James, and they mentioned in two places that he sent it out on his Twitter account, but in one place they said he used Uber Twitter to retweet, and apparently what I think happened is that somebody sent a tweet to him that he liked, and he just retweeted it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happened.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's really cool. So what other tips do you have for us today on social media?
I've been talking a lot about putting the content, creating your hub, but one of the most important things that we haven't talked about is your domain.
Oh, I like to be the master of my domain.
Yes. And I wanted to share just a little story because this is very important for people when they're creating their brand. You're putting all this effort to put your contact out. There's one blogger who's become very popular, has built a big community. It's called Mom Spark, but she bought the domain .net. And at the time that she bought it, the .com was not available. So she built for years this whole community on the .net, and someone else had it. The domain wasn't being used, but now the person that has the .com is created a website, kind of looking.
She's pirating it.
Well, I don't want
No, the other person's pirating your friend's work.
She's not my friend, but I actually went on her blog, and you know what happens is that bloggers, they unite, you know?
So people are after the other person that's stealing her audience?
Well, so what happened is that she sent a blog post and it started spreading to a lot of the bloggers.
Right.
Right? And there's nothing that she can do. She even trademarked the name Mom Spark, but she tried to buy the .com from this woman a while back and hasn't been able to. So it's very, very, my whole point is it's very, very important if you want to build a brand, buy the .com, the .net, and the .org at least.
Oh yeah, and yes.
Yeah, you have to secure that because, and especially if you really like a brand name and the .com is not available. I mean, she could have called it Mom Sparky.
Right.
And she would have built that whole community. So that's very important.
We're running late today, Blanca, so I really apologize.
Yeah, that's okay.
But what is another good tip? Because there is one other thing I want to go over.
Actually, since I'm talking about that, since it's a very important point, is
yes.
that you can register your, I've said it before, but I want to say it again, Knowem.com, Knowem, Knowem.com. That's the place where you can register your brand or your name in all the networks. And you can also use a website called NameCheck, CHK. NameCHK.com, and then that way it checks to see it's available, so don't go spinning your wheels for something that's already taken.
Oh, Blanca Stella Mejia, always there with our great social media tips. Now, if somebody wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
All right, well, you can reach me on my website, blancastella.com, tweet me at Miami Shines, or just there's a contact form there.
You're just such absolute sparkle shine. I really appreciate it. I wanted to just thank you for showing up on the show today and always helping us with our social media.
Thank you.